Hey everyone, this is going to be our August pickups video. The summer is coming to an end, unfortunately. Yeah, winding down, and the days of pixelated flip-flops are coming to an end. Unfortunately, we are going to, especially from where we are from, deal with winter blues and snow, and I shouldn't even say the word, but it's coming, I'm sure. So for now, we're just going to enjoy the fall as it comes, and I'd say this August pickups video is unique in that it's probably our best ratio of money spent to stuff gotten. I mean, we got so many cheap deals. We got gifts from people. We got
garage sale finds.
Great garage sale finds.
Which we've gotten some over the summer.
Yeah, but just a lot.
The better ones.
I think we've gotten better scores this year, but this one was like a plentiful score for a very little amount of money. So just some cool stuff we got, and we'll show off, and a lot of games. We had
lots of cool little trinkets.
Trinkets, non-gaming related stuff.
That word.
Yeah, trinket works. Tchotchkes, trinkets, you know. But yeah, it was a very good month. Very good month for games.
Yeah. So August is coming to a close. Let's get started on this video. Enjoy the last few days of summer that we have. Alright, so we're not going to go over everything. We're keeping with the trend of, or our trend, of the new way of showing games and whatnot. Right off the bat, though, we want to talk about a game that we both wanted for a while, and we actually had this in our collection, but not.
Why don't we show them the original version of it?
Yes, let's show you the original. I'm gonna put the other one back there for dramatic effect. Chomba 2, the Evil Swine Return. That awesome Sharpie cover that I'm not quite sure.
My crafty work years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, I did because it was just white.
Even better than that is the disc itself with the Blockbuster
damaged
sticker on it.
Crap on it. So yeah,
still
plays, but
you know, it plays. We should be grateful for that. But when you're collecting, you prefer to have it complete and, you know, without a weird security sticker on it. So, thanks to our friend Oleg, who kind of helped obtain this originally for himself, but he didn't
care for the first one.
So
we made a little trade.
So we bargained with him, and now we have the new and improved Chomba 2 complete.
Yes.
Much more beautiful artwork. Sorry, Nate.
No, that's fine. The artwork is not damaged by Blockbuster stickers.
Sorry, open it upside down. And then
everything's
all shiny and complete and new and not with weird Blockbuster stickers.
Yep.
Although Blockbuster, RIP, we'll miss you.
Yes, we did get a lot of game deals,
but we don't want it on our stuff. So.
Yeah, we don't want that crappy disc version in there. So very appreciative of this. Oleg, we love it. And if you don't know much about this game, it's a sequel to platform, I want to say RPG hybrid. It doesn't play like an RPG, but you get quests kind of like an RPG. So like you'll be going through the side-scrolling world, and it's all one interconnected level kind of different areas. But
I mean, I haven't played it yet.
It was like a 2.5 dimension game, and it was really fun. We loved it, and this one was fully 3D. So the other one was a mix of sprites and polygons. This was fully polygonal. So great game, and glad to have replaced our poor quality copy.
I guess if anybody's desperate enough to play this, I mean,
we have this copy.
We have this. It's not in great condition, but if you'd like to play it, we can probably sell it to you really cheap, or
maybe make something else.
Make a trade.
Yeah. So, thanks, Oleg. We appreciate it. So these 3 games I wanted to talk about because each one of these is just hard to come by. They're not, some of them are more rare than the others, but you just don't see these, and we happen to find them out in the wild, and for very cheap. So the first one is a remake of the PlayStation 1 side-scrolling platforming game, well, it's 2.5 dimensions as well, is Klonoa. And I played a little bit of it. It's It's awesome. It's a great port. It has great graphics for the Wii, and
you just don't see it
anywhere. And if you do, it's GameStop's caught on. They price it a little higher and stuff. So that was one of the first finds we got. It was just really cool. We were like, I think we got this at a pawn store.
Yeah.
So pawn stores have flat pricing with most of their games, so we didn't have to pay more than a few bucks for this. So very awesome find, and it had a bit of a scratch on it that I took a risk on, but good buddies down at Voltage took care of that, and it plays fine. So thanks, Britt. Appreciate your help. The next one is a character that's really popular in Europe, I guess, or France more specifically. And it's I played a platformer that came out on the Genesis of this character, and it's Asterix. And this game is Asterix at the Olympic Games. So don't know too much about it, just that I never have seen it ever.
And French people really like it.
Yeah, French people like it. And it seems like it'd be a sports game, like Olympics game, but it looks like it has some like 3D action adventure elements, and then there's probably sporting events as mini games in it. So it's actually probably better than I thought it was going to be. And it's just very uncommon. I looked up on eBay. There's only a few copies on there, and definitely were more expensive than what I paid for it. So I just had to pick it up because I knew it was uncommon. So I'm going to check it out, and I'll let you guys know if it's actually really good, then I'll let you know. But either way, it's just so uncommon, we had to get it for a cheap price. So we just had to have it. And so this last uncommon game, usually when you do see it, it's at a store that has a lot of collectible retro games, and it's very high priced. But I found it at a GameStop. And I was looking for I think one of the games in the O or P section of the Wii. I was going off by order.
I think it was Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail I was looking for. Just
Wii.
another uncommon game. And I saw One Piece Unlimited Adventure, which this game goes for 80 plus, depending on the condition. If it's sealed, it's over 100, but it's usually around 80. So finding it at GameStop is just completely random, and
wasn't sealed, but
it's got everything there.
I mean, it has everything.
Disc is great. It's got really great box art, really nice artwork on there, and I played a little bit of it so far, and I actually really enjoyed what I played, so I'm really looking forward to playing it. And what's great is GameStop had it priced kind of like, it wasn't as much as you see on eBay, but they still had a lot more than they usually have games for. But we had coupons on our Power Up Rewards account, so we used that. Got like $10 off it, so we actually didn't end up paying that much at all. Especially for this game, we certainly didn't pay $80, which is great. So just was such a random find. We actually found this when we were down on business. We were near Horseheads, New York, and I was in a GameStop there. So what a cool find! Really glad to have it now, and definitely looking forward to playing more of it. So.
So next thing that I got, technically I got this at the very end of July. Forgot to talk about in our July pickups, but it was such a good deal, and it was in such great condition that I was like, what the hell, throw it in the August pickup. So, no big deal really. It's an Xbox 360 controller. Pick it up on camera. It's the Halo 3, which I guess is, not rare, but it goes for
it's a collectible one.
Yeah, it goes for a pretty penny on eBay, and if you're lucky to find enough somewhere, like GameStop or wherever, it goes for a chunk there. I got this for $2, which I thought was awesome.
It too,
and I wanted it for a while, but
full price.
Everything's really tight, and buttons work great. There's a little bit of dust on it, but nothing totally hard to get off or clean up. So it's really cool. Hopefully it picks up. So glad to have that. Next couple.
Unrelated. It wasn't at a garage sale that we got these. But
our friends at Voltage, who I got this shirt too, and I'm wearing this today. Always like getting new t-shirts from stores. So got their new shirt, but they also started magnets, making magnets. Not in the store,
but the quality is really nice on these too.
Yeah.
So,
these were the 3.
Yeah, show off the 3 you got.
We
all wanted these.
Yeah, so.
And our nephew Cameron actually got a couple of them for us.
Yeah,
so.
Cameron got me this Earthbound one, and then I picked out Link to the Past and Kirby's Dreamland 3. So, there's those. Hopefully it's picking up. And Earthbound, which is awesome because I'm playing that right now. So those are 3 I got.
And then we also got the first Bubble Bobble. And this is just such a striking box art. I actually like it better than the Turtles in Time box art. Is Hyperstone Heist, the Genesis version, basically, of Turtles in Time. Great box art, and it printed excellent. It looks so nice on this magnet. So, very good one. And then, the only Sega Saturn game I saw on there, which is actually in one of my most wanted games list right now, but it goes for over $100, is Saturn Bomberman. I like collecting Bomberman games and Saturn games, so this is definitely up there, like I said, on my list. But to have the magnet for now, at least I can look at the artwork, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get this at a good value. So these are really cool. They look awesome. We put them on our fridge, and they're just really nice. We'll definitely want to get more over time, but for now, we got a good start because of Cameron giving us some.
Yes,
so.
Thank you, Cam.
But great job, guys. We'll definitely want to get some more down the road, but they're really cool. And if you guys live around here, check them out. So now we're going to actually talk about some video game magazine purchases that we got this Literature. We actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magazines this month, which we usually don't get magazines, but not that we're not looking for them.
We need material for when we're pooping.
Yeah, pooping material. so we can be like... But got some cool magazines here. I'm going to go over the ones I got real quick first. We were at Gizmos. That's a newer store in our area. I think we talked about it before. North Syracuse, yep. And
Route 11?
Right when you walk in, there's a shelf of magazines. So I actually do collect, not rabidly, but I do collect Electronic Gaming Monthly. It's my favorite video game magazine of all time. Just so many memories reading it growing up, and I was never really a fanboy, even though I grew up playing Sega games first, just because the Genesis was my first major console. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I read Electronic Gaming Monthly, and you know, a lot of people were reading Nintendo Power, which is a great magazine, but Electronic Gaming Monthly just covers so many games from, you know, everything except for PC games, basically, and they even did touch on those a few times, but just a great magazine growing up, and I miss the magazine. I know they brought it back. I don't care about the new one because it's just not the same. The original run, its sweet spot was from like 2000 to the late 2010, or you know, like 2000, 2010. That decade is probably their best era. But yep, got a couple of ones. I got this one with Batman Forever on the cover, which is a terrible game. Star Trek: The Next Generation on this one, and then NBA Jam, just so classic. And then this one has Arrow the Acrobat on it, and this one has Jungle Strike on it. And I was looking through one of them. I think it's the Star Trek one, or maybe it's the Batman one. One of them has the Earthbound. Yes.
Oh yeah.
One of the reasons Earthbound didn't do well when it initially came out was this ad. It says, warning, use only in a well-ventilated area because this game stinks. So it was clever. It has scratch and sniff, smelly pictures, basically.
It's weird because I read that a little bit, and when you read it, it's not really it's not saying like the game is horrible,
sucks,
but
that's the
it's
bolded
just,
text.
Yeah, the way it's presented, and if you smell these after how many years? Like 20 years? 15
years or
15
so?
years.
Yeah. No, 20, just about 19 years.
Dude, like, these things with little scratch and sniffs on it smell horrible.
Yeah, they still have smell.
So, no wonder people probably smell that. A couple magazines that I got. First one I got off of eBay for decent price. There's a little wear on it. Somebody wrote, like...
the issue number it was.
The issue number. There was a sticker on there which peeled off pretty easily, and there's a little bit ripped there. But it's more just to have this than it is to, I don't care if it's in the best condition. This was a magazine, yes, this was a magazine that I wished I had as a kid. Instead, I had highlights for children and, like, Ranger Rick. I mean, nature's cool, raccoons are cool.
Yeah,
but
and highlights is classic.
Highlights is cool,
we've all read that growing up.
It was good stuff, but I did always wish that I could have gotten this magazine because it was so cool, and it just, I feel so nostalgic, like, looking at this, and just games I've played, games I haven't played, but I feel like I'm, itty-bitty tiny kid again.
One reason you got this magazine in particular.
Well, being a Zelda fan that I am, this particular issue was on Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, so there's a whole article on that. There's a cool,
part of a comic
in there, which I don't know if I show, but this is part of it. Like, previous issues had the beginning of it and issues following after. So that goes on for a few pages. So there's that, and then there's Link to the Past stuff in there, but just, colorful, awesome. This game
really cool.
Excuse me, this magazine has, like, little tricks and tips and, reviews, even one for Joan Mac, which we played recently.
Yeah, for Super
Nintendo. So I love looking at this. When I got this, I put it out there on Instagram and Facebook. If there's anybody that has old issues of these, I'm not looking to resell them. I just want them because I always wished I had them as a kid. So if there's any issues that you guys have laying around, doubles, let me know.
Same thing goes with the EGMs.
I just can't afford to buy,
lots of them
because it's a little expensive. Plus, I don't want to get a million issues of the same thing. But if you guys have any extras floating around, just message me, let us know, because I would love to get more of these. Enough about that. Next thing I actually got for him, because he was looking at it and stuff. We don't get this magazine that often. It's based out of somewhere in the UK. Yeah. It's a UK magazine, very big and glossy and sophisticated because it's from across the pond. My British voice, I guess.
It's a great magazine.
Again, like, much like the Nintendo Power, big, colorful pages and shows the sprite work of old games and gameplays and, stuff that came out.
It's cool because it's a new magazine about old games.
Yeah.
And it does a really good job, like, remembering them and talking about them in a new light.
Yeah.
It's really
Unfortunately, though, because it's from across the pond, it is a little bit pricier than most magazines, which is unfortunate because it's one of the few magazines I actually read. I don't give a shit about that Cosmo crap that girls read, and, I'd rather read 10 video games that sucked ass than, 10 ways to please your man in a telephone booth or something. I don't know. But anyway.
Telephone booth.
Anyway, so I droned on a bit about this, but great magazine, definitely worth, getting it. I'd like to eventually get a subscription for us, but very cool to have just because, it's a newer take on older games, and
we usually get it at Barnes and Nobles. Usually has it in their
they have it in their magazines, but not all of them have it. There's one near us that doesn't really have it. We just happen to be out of town, and there it is. So there's that.
Awesome magazines. They're awesome. Read.
They are. Literature.
Okay, the next thing we want to talk about are toys.
Yay!
We found some cool figures this month. I'm going to start actually talking about.
We're going to start with the tiniest.
Yes,
yeah.
They're not to be diminished, but they are diminish. GameStop has these Minish Cap for some reason. Game Boy Advance Zelda. They've got toys for them now in the store, and they're really detailed, really cheap, and really cute. So we got a Minish himself, which are the little race of characters in the game, the Minish Cap. So that one's really cute and has a little 4-leaf clover umbrella, which is awesome. And then this is the one we wanted the most, and I felt the bag, because it's one of those, you can't tell what it is.
But you have to, like, grope the bag.
Grope it, try to look through the light and stuff. And this one is Link wearing the Minish Cap, and he has the Gust Jar, which is the most cool weapon in that game, in my opinion. So really awesome, and I think there's like at least 3 or 4 more. So we're gonna go back and try to get out and break them. So yeah, that was really cool. And then because those were open, another loose figure we got is a new Link figure that's pretty detailed. Not as big as the Figma Link that Megan did the video of.
But very similar.
But has a lot of articulation. It's 4 inches tall, and it's the World of Nintendo Link figure. They're selling them at Target and Kmart, and I think Toys R Us might have had them or got them in, but this Link figure, unfortunately, is very hard to find. And we actually bought this before like right when they came out. We saw it, we're like, oh, cool, we gotta get it. Then people started hearing about it, and now it's harder to find. But luckily, at the Kmart, one of the Kmarts near us, we managed to
get another one.
Sealed one. We wanted to have one sealed. So.
I wanted to have one sealed just because recently I got a Link figure from Ocarina of Time, like 98, 99, that was sealed. And normally, I don't keep them sealed because I am an adult child and
She plays with her toys.
Play with them. I like, to place them and move them and pose them. But anyway, I thought it was cool just to have it boxed. So and if it's worth some money someday,
we'll have it sealed.
We'll have it sealed.
Not that we probably would ever sell it,
but I probably won't sell it just because I have an ever-growing Zelda.
Yeah, it's for our shrine.
Collection.
So, but these new figures, they have like Mario, Wario, Yoshi, Donkey Kong.
Like
there's
Bowser
the Bowser we really want to get. It's a little bigger. And there's actually a 20, 30 inch, something like that.
Yeah, which I'm sure you guys already saw when he got up.
I got up, but the big guy himself.
It's me. But yeah, I got this at my second job, which I currently started working at GameStop, which I'm very, very excited about. Because discounts. But yeah, they had this guy there, and I couldn't resist. He's so adorable.
Yeah, this is just really cool.
And I'm sure some of you guys have seen. I geeked out a few nights ago, and we had a music video moment. And my profile pictures of him hitting me. So he will make lots of appearances elsewhere.
It's really large and detailed. It's just really cool.
He's just awesome. He's fun, and he's he's posable and stuff, and it just he's fairly light too. He's not as heavy as you think. But really cool to have this.
This will just really look cool in our game room. And it's Mario. It's something we both grew up with, and probably one of the best versions of him. From little statues to plushies. This is probably the most detailed, best one they released yet.
Small child.
So, yep, we had to get that. So, great figure.
Great figure. Great thing to have display in our game room. Something else that we got that's also very cool to have on display in our game room. This, I'd say, is probably
our best pickup.
Our best pickup this month. We got this for $5. One of our local pawn stores had it, and on the ground, so it's a little dusty.
You might go, what? They got an NES action set for $5?
Yeah, well, the system was, I guess, the guy at the pawn store said the system was shot.
System's broke. We're like, oh.
But
I said, well, how much would you sell me the box for? He goes, $5. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. It's cool to have. If I get the rest of the stuff.
You gotta stay out of that.
We can fill it out.
Because the box themselves go for quite a bit more.
And it's really good condition. There's a few little marks on the side, but for a box from like 88 or whatever.
Yeah, it's in really good shape. It comes with all the manual.
Yeah, actually,
posters.
I wanted to show. What's interesting is we just thought, it's just the box then. But it has the Duck Hunt manual right there. We already have the Mario and Duck Hunt game, so we can complete that. And it has the zapper, the power and RF cables, 2 controllers, and not only the manual for the game, but a poster that came with it, original Nintendo Power advertisement, the control deck manual, the zapper manual, mail in rebate or warranty or whatever it is. So basically everything but the system itself. So, and we actually need the original. I actually have the top loader one I had since I was a kid. So
we're in need of the
with the dog bone controller, so we need the front loader, and now we will have a complete front loader set. So
yeah, so
just a great surprise, and for $5, definitely our find of the month. So yeah, that's probably our best one. Here, let's set this down because the styrofoam's gonna be loud. So yeah, that was August. I think you'd agree with all the images and stuff we've shown here that August was filled to the brim.
It was definitely a good way to end the summer. You know, it gets hard. Any of you that collect know that it's hard because with other collectors, resellers, it's hard to find stuff, and then if you do, it's hard to find stuff at a decent price. So when you come across some of this stuff for, you know, as cheap as you do, it's like, oh, you know. Definitely. So it was a good cap off to the summer. Yep. I'm happy with what we've got.
And we mentioned this in our Too Many Games video, but it's actually, I want to bring it up again now. Our first video was our August pickups video that we did last year. So this kind of, even though I think it came out at the beginning of September, so it's not quite a year since it was posted, it's pretty much been a year since we've been doing Sprite Lovers. So, so we hope you enjoyed what we've done so far. We're going to try to make it better, and you know, we just do this on our spare time, but we really appreciate all the support we've gotten so far. So keep watching, and we'll be sure to deliver fun content. So thank you from Megan, me, and Mario.